Well, guys, I wanted to show just a quick little video, and yes, you'll see a light moving around. It's actually on my head. I changed out some things. I redid these. I took off the NS, and I'm just gonna add on the Norfolk and Western. Here's how it was. So I'm working on some stuff. Still have to order the actual decals themselves, but how I do it is I use the microset on the bottom, so I coat where I want it. Like, I'm going back and adding in the decal now for, it says 36-inch wheels. So I'll show you what I usually do. You want just a little bit, I mean just a touch. What the micro set is exactly what it says. It just helps it set and lay down. So I need just a little bit on each side. And the trick is also in your water too. You have to have the water, I wouldn't say hot, but sometimes it helps it set just a little bit better if it's hot. But that's just my view. Like, this is actually, you can't really see it that good. There's one here, there's one there. So they're so small, I stick them in there at the exact same time. Usually about, say about 5 to 8 seconds. Now I use my finger and start the sticker to slide off. Now you've got to watch it, because if your thumb or whichever you use is dry, it'll break the sticker. Ask me how I know. Now, like I said, this is 2 stickers in one. So I'm going to put one right here on the back. Now I use my finger and move it, because you gotta have to make sure it's straight. Okay, so it's on the back there now. All right. Number 2. And I slide it off. It's hard to see it, but there's just a little bit of an edge hanging off right there. Just enough for me to grab. And with the micro set on the bottom, it basically sucks the sticker straight to the surface, which helps a lot. And if you see, these are not sharp, they're blunt on purpose, because sometimes your finger just won't do it, y'all. Alright, now if you can see it, I just put that on. Now, as I said, the micro set also helps get stickers off, and you've got to saturate this thing, guys, like good, or else your sticker will tear completely. Now most people usually let it like sit on there for a while, which is good, but me, I take my knife, try to ease it under. The more you get, the better. Now you've got to be careful and not nick your shell. See, I've got a big chunk of it now heading up. Now I've got a tear in it, so see, it just tore right off. Because you can, if you ever have a tear when you're trying to decal a car, it's okay, because 9 times out of 10 you can actually fix it and blend it. And I'll talk to you about blending here in just a minute. The blending is done with the Microscale. The saw actually dissolves it just a little bit. Now this one's in pieces, so this is not going to be a clean pull off. Let me try my pliers. Sorry, tweezers. Now my grandfather used to do this when we would build model cars. He'd do it, not me, because, well, let's just face facts. I'm not as talented as he was. He didn't even have this. He just used water. He was that good. He would never use anything else, just straight water. And he'd spray a coat of clear, and it would set up. And man, they look good. I've got a bunch of them in storage, and I might have to show you all one day. Because man, he knew how to do stuff like this. He's a lot more patient than I was. Like, you know, this one here is tearing, and it's starting to aggravate me, but oh well. Came this far, can't turn back. Now, if you ever have flakes like this, you've got to take your set, and this stuff just flakes right off. Yeah. And oddly enough, I think this stuff is vinegar based, because it has a vinegar smell to it. It's not that it stinks, but you can smell it though. Now, sometimes I clean my brush in here. But if I do that, I can't use this back in this. So I've got a spare brush that I use. But I'm trying to clean this off. You can see these. This one's done. This one will be, in the center will be all Norfolk Western. So I decided to hang on to these. I was going to finish them as Norfolk Southern and sell them, but I don't know what brand. I think these are Athearn. Hells, they're nice. They're really nice. Yeah, I believe they're Athearns. It's a kit. Looks like a blue box. And Rocky had said that they started as a Union Pacific, I believe, and he primered and painted them, and I bought them off of him. He's been MIA here a little lately, and I don't know why. I need to find him. Or I just have to call him. I'm trying to wipe off the bits with my cloth. Okay. Just about got this one done. I wanted it clean so that way when it comes time to finish this up and I get the decals in for the Norfolk Western, I can just slap on the symbol and be done with it. There you go. No longer a Norfolk and Southern. Yeah, you can see my arm. Sorry, guys. This is I'm at a workstation. In other words, my kitchen table. And I live in an apartment, so gotta make do with what you got. Alright. Let's try this again. Now once I'm finished, I need to head back through with the Microscale with the one I worked on and be done with it. As I said, I wet my fingers just a little bit. So it's been a little difficult because my water's not hot anymore. It's now a little bit under room temperature, so it has to set for just a little bit longer, which is okay. There we go. Y'all, I missed a train show this weekend in my hometown. Well, not my actual hometown. It was in Bluefield, West Virginia, which the enthusiasts will know that Bluefield, West Virginia used to have one of the largest coal yards on the East Coast. They would get coal from Bluefield and Pocahontas and that whole area there. And eventually I want to actually take a trip up there and do a video of my hometown so y'all can see it. Now, sometimes you have to fish for these things. It can be kind of a pain in the butt, but it's okay. The number one tip I can give anybody is be patient. You have got to be patient with this. It'll come back and bite you. There's one. Now, what did I forget to do? The micro set. But again, I can't use it because I dipped my brush in water earlier. Alright. Now I usually turn the train to where I need to put the decal on. Got it. It's straight too, so that's even better. Alright. Now, time to go back. Microscale. Need to get the stickers to adhere. So a different brush. Set that brush aside. Need to lightly dust everything. Now, as I had said, the saw because it's actually in the name. It's a solvent. So you've got to be really careful with this stuff or it'll destroy your decals. Pretty much it kind of blends in the edges, so it looks as if you painted everything on. It's pretty cool. Alright. One side almost done. Now you've got to be real careful because I just made one loose. Okay. Like you literally just have to dab. Gotta be really careful with this stuff. Alright. Crap. Like I said, gotta be real careful with this stuff. My brake shoe sign moved. I need to salvage this real quick. Got it. Thought I almost lost that one. Sorry I'm being so quiet, y'all. I've got to get this back in line. Getting kind of worried. I think I might have botched this one, y'all. Like I said, you've got to be real careful with this stuff. Yep, looks like I botched it, guys. It's okay, though, because I've got an extra decal in here that I can use. At least it happened on camera, so you guys can see. See what I did? I've got an extra decal, so I'm just going to lift this off. Okay. That was weird. Tried to take it off and I fixed it. So, you guys just seen a miracle on camera, basically. Now I'm going to leave this thing alone and let it dry, because I don't want to mess anything else up. Cannot believe I saved that. I could even wrap back around the peg. I'll never do that again. Alright. I'm going to get the camera and show y'all. Let me turn this off. Oops. Still learning how to use this, guys. So this is a finished product. I like it. Right about there is where I'm going to put the Norfolk Western. So I showed y'all how to. Didn't really go in depth the last time I did this, but this time I did. You have to pardon the baby wipes, guys. We do have a 7-month-old. All you need essentially is your warm water. You don't have to do hot. Make sure it's not cold, because now it's not sticking for a hoot. Sharp knife, because I trim as close to stuff as I can, so it's a lot easier to use. The micro set, which I use first as a base, helps basically suck the sticker onto the shell, and then once everything has dried, I go over with the Microscale lightly. As you've seen with that one, if you mess it up, it'll move, it'll destroy your whole project. Now, I've been adding in a personal touch. I painted this silver, just something small. Eventually I'm going to go back on the steps, high visibility yellow. It's just small touches that helps make the project. I've got a lot more to do. I've got a total of 12 cars. Each car, if you're doing it right and you're taking your time, each car, excuse me guys, each car takes you, if you do it right, you can do it about 20 minutes per car. I mean, it's a project. This is a huge project, but it saves you money if you can just find a set of cars for cheap. Say me. Rocky had these. These were Union Pacific. He did a primer and then black. He decided he didn't want them. I got these for dirt cheap off of him. 12 of them for like $35 or $40. Like dirt cheap, because he just didn't want them. You can find things like this for awesome deals online. So just because it's not your color and not your style doesn't mean that it's botched. That means that you turn it into what you want to do. I thought about actually turning these silver and turning these into southern, but I didn't. So it's a project, though. I'm just going to warn you. That's why people pay other people to do this, because it takes time. But yeah, I'm going to hop on off here. I'll go back to work tomorrow night, so probably won't be any more videos for a while. I still need to upload the other one. So technically you're probably getting 2 for the price of 1. So you'll probably get this along with the other one I shot. So I'm over 100 subscribers, which is big for me. So thank y'all for those watching this and stuff. Alright, thank you so much, and y'all stay tuned. I'll see you soon.